Keep working, keep working. Pick it up.
I've been involved in CrossFit for roughly 3.5 years.
Probably close to like 10 years ago-ish, 8 years ago.
One day when I was browsing my internet and I came across an advert about Sheyenne River CrossFit.
I heard about CrossFit mostly through a friend at the time. She asked if I wanted to go, and I insisted no, that I would never want to go to CrossFit, and it looked horrible, and that I wasn't going to be able to do it.
When I got out of high school and college, I didn't really have an outlet, so I got into MMA, and then after injuries kind of got me out of that. Found CrossFit and fell into it.
When Sheyenne River opened up, I started CrossFit there and have been going ever since.
I saw Rhoda and Nate's ad on Facebook for Sheyenne River and set up an appointment and been here since.
Before CrossFit, I always struggled with keeping weight off, maintaining weight. I was a pretty significant yo-yoer. Like I would start to work out, and then I would lose a little bit of weight. Then I would go off of either my diet or off of my exercise, usually off of my exercise. And so I would struggle back and forth, and it really got to a point, I think in like 2013, where I was probably the heaviest I'd ever been, and I saw a picture of myself, and I thought it was a picture of my dad, who was a heavier guy, a little bit older and heavier. And when I looked at it closer, I was like, wow, I can't believe that I've put on that much weight.
Sit. Ready?
I had a really rough childhood. My mom was killed by a drunk driver when I was 8, and I didn't have a very good dad. He was pretty abusive, and was never really in the picture or anything like that. So I kind of struggled with like anxiety and depression, and my grandparents had pushed us into sports. I noticed, at a young age that it did help. You'd be mad or sad or just super anxious about something, and you could go to whatever practice you had or some sporting event and just kind of work off that anxiety or that sadness or anger. And so like all through like high school and college, that was kind of like my thing to do, is if you were having a bad day or feeling down or whatever it was, you could just go to the gym or go to practice and just kind of work a little bit harder and kind of work through your whatever it was that was giving you that issue.
In ancient times, they used to bury kings and...
First and foremost, I'm a very positive person. I like to be happy. And yes, I do have a family. It's just a small family. We're just 3 of us. I have my son, Steven, and my husband, Noah. So it's just a small family.
I just got to a point where I started exercising again, and just when I got introduced to CrossFit, it was opened up all sorts of new opportunities for me. I knew that if it was something that I wasn't comfortable doing yet, or something that I wasn't good at, that they'd scale it for me, and that they would be made into something I could do. It's been really good to see the transformation from what it was and to kind of what it is today. And I think it was October of last year to October of this year, it was about 35 pounds that I lost, and was just amazed by the overall transformation.
When I found CrossFit, I kind of was going through a really rough breakup, and I'd fallen back into depression a little bit, kind of let myself go, and kind of getting back into being active in that active lifestyle again, and having people around you that wanted to see you succeed and would kind of push you when you were like to the point where like I'm done, like I can't do anymore, and you'd have somebody like, come on, you have one more, you can do one more, just keep moving. Their positivity and them just wanting to see you do a little bit better than what you thought yourself could do really helped. Like you'd come in and be having a really rough day, could just be down in the dumps, and after leaving the gym here, you'd feel like $1,000,000. I mean, you'd be tired and sore, but you'd be like, man, I'm so glad I came today. It was just a bad day. And then after leaving here, it's like a 180-degree change in your attitude and how you felt about the day.
My family is very supportive, especially my son, who always reminds me or asks me if I have, Mommy, have you gone to CrossFit today? Are you going to CrossFit? He's always asking that, and my husband is also very supportive. My life, fitness-wise, has changed drastically. I'm able to do a lot of stuff I never thought I could at the gym. So it has really impacted my life in a very positive way.
For me, what kept me going was seeing the results, being able to, like when I first started, I was intimidated by weights. I did not want to lift weights. I didn't think it was something I would ever enjoy doing.
A lot of people, especially my friends at work, that I always talk to about CrossFit, they're always intimidated and they think it's very physical and hard.
CrossFit's not what you see on TV with all these like crazy individuals that are in like superhuman strength and insane like cardio and stuff like that.
Everything you see about CrossFit leads to intimidation. But what you see on TV, what you see these elite athletes isn't your average athlete. 99%
of the people that come into the gym are going to be Tom or Jane or, you know, some random person that's a teacher or a service industry worker.
And they believe, most of them, that they cannot do CrossFit. And I always encourage them and tell them all they need to do is pick up the phone, you know, go to CrossFit and speak to the coaches.
Just like everything else in life, what you see on TV is probably not even close to what it's actually going to be. And if for nothing else, you go to CrossFit just to enjoy like the people that you get to meet there.
If you go to like a big box gym or Planet Fitness or something like that, you're just a number kind of. Here, everybody kind of knows your name and a little bit of your story.
It's a group, it's a family, it's something that you can enjoy.
Exercise and fitness has really impacted me in a positive way.
Ever since day one, it's just been a great place to go and been a great adventure to be on.
It just keeps me going, and every day I'm always looking forward to going to the gym, and I love it.
It's a very, very rewarding feeling. Like you feel, at the end of it, you feel like you really accomplished something.
Did I do that
No, you try it with shoes. Yeah, it is. But it makes a difference. See, it makes it harder. Yeah. Hey.
He can't even get it to his hand. I don't even know what you're talking about. You know what? That was the worst one. Delete that. Delete that.